no questions on anything. Some of you guys are still turning into the map my runs incorrectly. And I want to make sure we understand that. That's why I decided in our lectures, we got to be a lot more interactive. So I have some questions along the way as we go through the lecture today. But let me remind you, when you turn in your map my runs, okay, I need everyone to pay attention here because I'm going to go over it one more time really quick, because it's one of those things where eventually I'm going to have to stop giving credit if they're incorrect. Let me get to it. So I'm going to start a workout right now. Okay, so I started a workout. Let me make sure I look at my screen. So I start a workout, and then when I get done with the workout, some of you guys took a picture of this before you even finished the workout, okay? Some of you guys, you held to finish, you finished the workout, but then you took a picture of this. You got to click Save Workout. Okay, then after you save workout, guys, I need to see the date right here, which you can see on mine, okay, Monday, and I need to see the summary. Okay, that's what I need to see when you turn in your map my runs. All right, are there any questions on that? Okay, I understand it's new, guys. I get it 100%, guys. So, but we got to make sure we understand what we're doing here, okay, and when we're interactive on everything. All right, now we're gonna get started with our lesson today. Today we're gonna go over the FIT principle, okay, and we're also gonna go over principles of training, okay. Last week, as you guys might have noticed, okay, we were real focused on the health-related components of fitness and a little bit on the skill-related components of fitness. Now, in the chat, okay, I want you all to see how many of you, and I don't care if it's private or public, can tell me the 5 health-related components of fitness off the top of your head. Ready, go. Nobody? 5 health-related. Tell me one of them. One of the health-related components of fitness.
Speed.
In the chat. There we go. Good job, Nathan. Good. Luis, Aurora, good. You got one. Good. Come on, guys. I need participation for everyone. This is what I'm talking about. Nope, guys, not agility. That's a skill-related one. Okay, that's why we're kind of doing this, guys. Good. Agility is a skill-related one. Okay, frequency, intensity, time, type, guys, that's the FIT principle. That's something we're going over today. That's a little bit different. Okay, good job, McKenna. Good job, Sophia. Very good, Lauren. Good. All right, guys, once again, the 5. Nope, Cameron, that's a skill-related one. Okay, got a frequency. Nope, that's different in the sheet. So, guys, the 5 health-related components of fitness, remember, are body composition, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, good, and cardiorespiratory endurance. Okay, those are the 5 components of health-related fitness. Okay, and we're going to be going over those a lot. The skill-related ones are the ones like agility, power, balance, and things like that. Okay, that was last week's lesson. Okay, today we're going to go on to the principles of training. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, so a little bit overview of the week, the learning targets of the week. Okay, what we're going to try to make sure we understand this week is describe and apply the principles of training. Okay, describe and apply the components of the FIT principle, and we're going to be doing movement mastery 2, 3, and 4 this week. First of all, can anyone tell me what's wrong with my running form in this bit emoji I have? Can anyone tell me?
Your posture.
Posture could be a little off. Posture's a little bit forward. Can anyone else have any ideas?
Your fists are closed.
Fists are closed, maybe a little less fist. Yep. Very good. Chase put in the chat. So notice my right arm and right leg are both forward. When you run, you want opposite. So technically in this bit emoji, my left arm should be forward and my right arm should be back. Okay, this is something I noticed right away, and the bit emoji naturally puts it like that. All right, so something to kind of understand where it lies. Remember, we went over that a lot with high knees, opposite elbow, opposite knee coming forward. All right, so let's get on with today's lesson. First of all, principles of training. Okay, training should be matched to the individual needs of the performer. When designating a training program, the principles of training should be applied. All these principles of training should be applied. First of all, specificity. I can never say this word, specificity. Training programs must be specific to the chosen activity. Tailoring training to these performers will ensure they train the correct muscles and body systems for their chosen activity. For example, the training needs of a marathon runner will be different than those of a weightlifter. They need to put in the components of all the health related into their training, but the types of training they would do will be a little bit different. Our big focus this week is a fit principle. To become fitter, you must progressively work your body harder than normal. This can be achieved by applying the fit principle. And pay attention to this. This is the big thing this week. Fit principle. F is frequency, how often you exercise. I is intensity, how hard you exercise. Time, how long. And type, the type of training you chose for the activity. All right, progressive overload. We talked about this a little bit last week, just like all these. To improve and continue to develop a training program must gradually be made more difficult. Okay, gradual progression overload is the big thing. This is kind of like as you get stronger, you lift more weights. As you get better at running, you might run faster or more distance. It just kind of depends. That's the idea of progressive overload. Rest and recovery. Rest is a time allowed for recovery. Rest is the time required to repair damage caused during exercise. I hate that they say damage. It's not necessarily damage. It's the idea of you being able to rebuild and all that stuff. And everybody's rest and recovery will be a little different. And then reversibility, we talked about this a little bit before. Exercise improves fitness. If you stop exercising, your fitness level drops. One thing that's amazing, and this is why we want to turn into a lifestyle thing, is muscle memory is an amazing thing to get back once you've developed it. All right, so now in the chat, what I want you to do, this is the interactive part of it, okay? And I hope you like my bit emoji where I need answers. What are your fitness goals? Which type of training best aligns with your fitness goals? Okay, so based on what you might think your fitness goals are, so like for example, some of you might have told me your goal is to run a mile faster. That might be cardiovascular fitness. Okay, if you have maybe a body composition goal, maybe you want to do more of something, that might be more muscular endurance. So put in the chat of which one of the 5 components of health-related fitness aligns with your specific goals. And we're going to talk about a lot about goals in the next 2 weeks. Good. Muscular endurance. Good. Cardiorespiratory endurance. Good, good. Yep. Very good, Nathan. Very good. Very good. So as I'm looking at this, we all kind of have different goals along the way. Now, the key thing we're going to have to understand in order to reach that goals, we're going to have to tap into all of these components, but some of them are going to be more related to us of what we're doing than the other. This is the idea of specificity. According to the principle of fit, okay, my icon's getting in the way here. Hold on. Oops. Why is this in my way? Okay. According to the principle of specificity and fit, how should your fitness goals determine your type of training? Okay. According to principles of specificity and fit, how should your fitness goals determine your type of training? So what I'm asking there is, guys, I keep on getting more chats. Good, good. Muscular strength, all this. So what with the goal of specificity from fitness goals, how is that going to determine your type of training? How is that going to help your type of training? If that makes any sense. What I'm looking for is I'm going to tell you what the answer is, guys. It's going to help out with your rest and recovery, and it's also going to help out with your progressive overload, the next two principles of training. So those are going to dictate, based on what your specific goal is in the FIT principle, it's going to dictate how you progressively overload and how you rest and recover with your fitness goals. Okay, let's go a little more in depth in the FIT principle. I'm going to go back to present my screen. All right, the first one of the FIT principle is frequency. How often? Every day, every other day. This is all about recovery. How long do you need in between your workouts or in between sets? So it could be days in between your workouts. It could be how much time you do in between your sets. So like, for example, if you have a muscular endurance goal, you probably want to take less time in between sets. Same with the cardio respiratory endurance goal. If you have a muscular strength goal, it might be more time to recover in your sets, but you want to deplete the muscle more. So that's where frequency definitely comes in. Like I said before, typical aerobic or cardiovascular fitness or even muscular endurance. Okay. There are some varying things. Less recovery, 5 to 7 days. I hate that I have this little icon that covers up my screen, so I can't read the whole PowerPoint. Anaerobic, same. This requires more recovery depending on how hard you work. And guys, recovery is not always set in stone. It could depend on you. Like, for example, I work out every day, and people commonly tell me that, oh, that's too much. Your body needs to recover. However, I tailor my workouts based on different workouts so I get the recovery. And if I ever feel like my body's extra tired, I will take a day off whenever that kind of happens. So based on this, how frequent would you work out to meet your goals? So how many times a week do you think you would have to work out in order to meet your goals? Go ahead and put that in the chat for me. Good. Every other day? Every day? Good. Good. Very good. Very good. Good. Awesome. Yeah, and some of you guys are going to have questions like this, and we're going to, it's going to be talked about this. Now, if you train like 3 days to meet your specific goals, 3 other days might be a little bit different type of training, which is going to help supplement your goal. They might not necessarily be directly for your goal, but they might help supplement your goal. Okay, intensity. This refers to how hard you are training. Okay, this is very, very important about how hard you are training. Like, are you pushing yourself? Some days you might have a day where it's kind of a functional training day, and I have those where it's kind of like where I kind of just go through the motions, but I focus on the whole ROM, the whole range of motion of my workouts. How much effort are you exerting? This can be gauged by heart rate, by perceived exertion. Usually there are 3 levels of intensity: low, moderate, or high, depending on the workout we do. Generally, when we do high intensity interval training, that's generally on the high end. Sometimes we'll do stuff that's more low impact training. That's what it is there. Yep. Okay. What would your intensity level have to be in your workouts to reach your goal? Okay. And guys, that's kind of a loaded question because it could change based on the day. But in order to reach your specific goal, what is it going to have to be? And it depends on your days and work too. Frequency comes into your intensity as well. So it's kind of like I'm asking you kind of a trick question. I'm getting you guys to think a little bit on it. Very good. Very good. Can you guys tell I'm trying to make this more like a class setting, like if we were sitting there, like everyone raising their hand talking? Good. Good. Very good. All right, time. This refers to how long will the exercise last. This does vary based on your training anaerobic or aerobic systems, as well as your schedule. It dictates this a lot. Like if you don't have much time in the day, you're definitely going to have to, have less time periods of your training. If you're more of an anaerobic type workout. That's without oxygen. That's like muscular strength type workouts. Generally, it's longer between breaks, so it's going to generally take longer to do. Aerobic, like if you think about going on a cardiovascular endurance run, and you might not be able to run for longer than 15 minutes, so it's going to be shorter. Somewhere between 30 to 60 minutes for aerobic or cardio. So aerobic strength, like I said, could last longer because of the high intensity and more recovery need. You could go and put this in the chat or just think about stuff. How long would your typical exercise have to exercise and sort for your specific goals? Now, again, when we start talking about program design, we're going to need flexibility involved in our workout if we have cardiovascular fitness, if it aligns to our goals in many different ways. Awesome, guys. Good stuff. All right, type. Which exercises and movements are you going to do? What's the type of exercise you're going to do? Are you going to do high interval intensity training? Are you going to do a strength training type workout? What type are you going to do? Are you going to go on a run? You always need variety because you don't want to have plateaus. Variety very important so you don't reach plateaus. If you have more of a cardiovascular, anything that gets heart rate up, and we'll talk about heart rate a lot next week, is going to reach those goals. And for aerobic strength, these type can vary from body weight to resistance bands to machines, all that stuff. And think about it. What type of exercises would most likely meet your goals? If you have a cardiovascular goal, obviously running is going to be part of it, or walking or swimming. But, if you go to the gym, what kind of gym equipment are you going to use to be able to reach those goals too? Because you want to be very balanced in that. All right. So that's your lesson on frequency, intensity, time, and type. Now, let me backtrack here and let me go back to our page here. Let me pull this up real quick. So by Friday, boys and girls, what you're going to do, this is your weekly activity. Okay, and obviously do Friday, can be done early. You're going to describe the FIT principle in your own words. Like, I don't want you just to put frequency here under F. Okay, you're going to describe it. And you're going to select one of the components of fitness, okay? One of the components of fitness, and give an example to show each part of the FIT formula here, okay? So for example, I did muscular strength here, okay? If I was going to train muscular strength, I might train it 3 days a week. Intensity might be full body weight because I only have body weight right now in quarantine. The time will be 3 sets of 10 reps, and I could also put my break here. And an individual exercise might be push-ups. So for example, this is talking about muscular strength as it develops to one exercise. Okay, and I have a blank Word document for you to turn this all in and get this into. So that's your assignment for the week. Okay, on FIT principle. Now, guys, let me ask you a question. Did I go too fast, or we pretty good on FIT principle? Do we have any questions on FIT principle?
We have to describe about the FIT principle. We have to find reasons how to describe it.
Yeah, so describe basically what it means so I understand what each of them means. Like, don't just put frequency for F. What does frequency mean as it relates to the FIT principle? Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, now let's go on to show you what we're going to do for the rest of the week. And like I said, guys, 20 minutes Zooms is probably what we're going to do, but mainly on lecture days. Okay, so I put these guys, I ended up putting these in the Movement Masteries in this little PowerPoint. So tomorrow for the workout, we're going to do jumping jacks, squats, inchworms, and crunches. Very important you kind of understand these. We're also going to, the workout we're also going to be doing.
Hi, I'm going to show you how to do a crunch. Grab onto the back of your legs. You're going to roll down slowly, one vertebrae at a time.
Okay. The workout we're going to do for tomorrow, I put it right. Gosh darn it, guys. I'm sorry. I put it right here so you guys have an idea of the workout we're going to do for tomorrow. Okay. And then you'll notice I also put on here movement mastery number 3. Okay, the exercises we're going to do so you get an idea of those exercises. And then the workout we're going to do for that. Okay. Again, some terms in here like AMRAP is a term we're going to use this week. Okay. And then on Thursday, we're going to do movement mastery number 4. Okay, guys, keep in mind.
Hey, team up.
And here's the workout. We're going to do that for that. Keep in mind, guys, during the lesson, I'm watching your guys' form and I'm picking out 1 or 2 of you to watch your form. Make sure you're doing it correctly. Make sure you're doing the exercises. So make sure you have your camera in view where I could see it each day so we can kind of analyze you guys. Then you have a question and answer after every workout. Okay. Map my run, walk, bike, do Wednesday and Friday. Don't forget, guys, you can do 1 today and turn in for Wednesday, and then 1 on Wednesday and turn in for Friday. So always get ahead on those and do those ahead any way that you possibly can. All right. But very, very important. Any questions on any of that? All right, guys, on your quiz last week, I know, guys, sometimes what happened, you might have noticed this, is sometimes you might have got like 4 out of 5 of the questions right, but only it gave you 0. I go back through and manually adjust that, and I give you questions for everyone you matched up correctly. I also understand the last picture didn't come up, so that would be false since it didn't come up, but I gave you credit if you missed that one as well, okay? Just kind of, guys, a general quiz kind of to get you guys kind of thinking. We won't have very many quizzes in here like that. A lot of it will be project-based or individual workout-based to get it done. Any questions on any of that? We good? All right. How'd I do today? Okay. Hopefully good. And guys, so you guys know the last thing I'm going to tell you guys, I am not about deadlines. Okay. I'm about completion. Okay, but like I said before, don't take advantage of me. What I mean by that, like, is don't. A lot of people in my other class, what they do is they wait till I put zeros in on Sundays and then they start turning in assignments. Don't wait to turn in assignments. Okay, get them done. You know what the week is. Okay, obviously we got to be here 4 days. We're going to be working out together in the next 3. Okay, so that's something we got to do and we got to get done. But we've got to make sure, guys, that we stay on top of our work and don't wait last minute to do it. I understand things come up too. I understand you might, be in a situation where you can't go on a run until, the weekend for your Friday one. Okay, I'll accept that for sure. But make sure we do it when we have time and we don't procrastinate on the assignments. All right. If there's no other questions, guys, I'll let you go. We fulfilled our lecture for today. That PowerPoint will always be up under week 0. Okay. Tomorrow we're working out, so make sure your workout area is ready. And I'll be bringing the energy tomorrow, bringing all the excitement and getting us ready to go. There's no other questions. You guys have a great day.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Hey, Coach, what I missed?
You missed. We went over the FIT principle today, David. So make sure you go back and you